Man, the Adaptix versus making like soft jaws, man, you get done with them parts so quick, it's like a jackrabbit running across the desert in the middle of July, man.
Well, first off, MCC has the best machining program in the state of Mississippi. Secondly, I went through the CAD program here at MCC, so drafting. I knew I didn't want to be behind a desk for 8 hours a day, and this was kind of the second part of that, you know. I could draw it, but I couldn't make it. Now I can draw it and I can make it.
I've been in a few different careers, and I did carpentry for a while, and I really enjoyed that, and I like working with my hands, so this kind of was the next kind of level for that. It's more precise. You have to, everything you make is more complicated kind of than carpentry, and so I don't know, I find it to be more fun.
I'm recently retired military. I was a Green Beret 15 years, just using government money to go to school. I specialize in a lot of disciplines as far as competitive aspects. Really into precision rifling, extreme long range shooting, so decided to take up machining because I want to be able to manufacture long guns.
So each year we try to outdo the year before. So for our school, we're running fairly high production numbers, you know, a high volume of parts. So with the soft jaws, it's a material consumption, it's a time consumption for me. Particularly, we run more like a job shop than anything else. We have a lot of people from industry, a lot of people from the community, people that work for the college bring us a lot of oddball, one-off parts in here we have to do. So it gets to be quite an expense for me making a set of soft jaws. You know, being the instructor, I don't want to make the soft jaws for them. I want them to make the soft jaws. So the first pair of soft jaws may not fit. You know, they may go wrong. So when you start accumulating all that material waste, it really adds up.
With normal soft jaws, you're going to be making them out of either aluminum, copper, something soft. And of course, once you get it there, it's one basic shape. I mean, with Adaptix, it's just you form it around and you form any shape you want and they're about.
If I'm being honest, soft jaws. They threw me for a loop at the beginning of this year. I had to make an ornament, and I struggled with those soft jaws trying to make those ornaments. And if I'd had Adaptix back then, I might could have done something better.
I think that's where Adaptix thrives, is in the R&D environment, because a lot of it's not production against a fixture and the same part over and over again. We need, in an R&D environment, we need versatility. We have odd-shaped parts, we have odd-shaped fixturing, and being able to move and create new fixturing just by, you know, merging the jaws together to create a new shape every time is exactly what we need in an R&D shop, and Adaptix provides that.
A lot of this job is repetition, and being able to just throw something in a vise, clamp it down, and roll on, you know, it really helps with productivity. So having these, of course, cancels out having to make soft jaws and use aluminum and, you know, waste material. Whereas if we need to make a repair to a part we've already made, throw it in there, clamp it down, you know, do what you got to do and move on to the next project.
The fact that you just place it on there and it all moves to the part, and you don't have to worry about anything moving any part, like kind of sliding, any like that. You don't have to worry about it. It's all in that place, locked in. Tighten the little red things on the side with the torque wrench, and it's all set and go.
I tell you, it's a lot quicker. You ain't got to worry about them wearing out like aluminum soft jaws. You run a few parts, after a while you get wore out, they ain't gonna hold real good. Things hold nice and tight, man.
In comparison to what we use regularly, would be a regular bench vise or stationary vise, very intuitive in the speed of how you can set this stuff up, specifically too when it comes to irregular shapes, specifically spheres or cylinders. I didn't know anything about these systems, but as soon as I got my hands on it, oh, it's pretty easy. You can lock it in really quick.
If you know how to use a torque wrench and remember order of operations, you can use it. It's pretty easy.
It was really intuitive to use, it was simple, and it really saves time. I would say it probably cuts down, I don't know, cuts time almost in half, since you don't have to write another program and take stuff out and install the soft jaws and whatnot. So
It's kind of like a kid in a candy shop type toy deal, you know, you just put it in there, push it together, and then tighten it down, you know, so that's all it was, and it's pretty easy to learn.
full confession, I've been a fan of Adaptix since the first time I saw an advertisement for them a year ago, because you see a lot of innovations in tooling, a lot of innovations in machine. I haven't seen a lot of innovations come along in work holding, so this is one of the newer things I saw, and I really liked it. So I was following Adaptix on LinkedIn, and I saw the post up. I said, hey, what does school have to do to get educational? Because it never hurts to ask. You say you don't know unless you do ask. And what I really liked about them right from the start is how intuitive they were. We opened the box. It was really self-explanatory. How to put them in, install them. And as for me, dealing with 30+ students, it makes it a lot easier. If I have a couple students, they can grab it and go. They can get them set up and ready to go. This program is it's taking a life of its own. I got to say, we're in a small town in Mississippi where there's not a lot of industry, not a lot of jobs. We have people contacting us from across the nation into Canada wanting to talk to these students. So I always tell them students, hey, you're going, on the first day I'll tell them, you're going to get to feel what it's like to be the prettiest girl at the prom. Because you're going to have people coming after you in your first or second semester trying to recruit you. And through our networking, through our resources, we're able to make a lot of industry contacts. But a lot of these students get known very quickly into the program of who they are. And it's not unusual to have them during the first and second semester. This guy's already talking to me about coming to work when I graduate. We have industry showing up here in the fall semester when they're brand new to talk to them about coming to work for them. 2 years from now, 4 semesters from then, they're already recruiting them, when they start the program.